Well, good morning there. Welcome to another wet and gray Monday morning here in the PNW. This is a house blend I call Old Man Burley. It is a combination of Redburn, Briar Fox, and Yorktown, based on Briar Fox, actually. A 50-50 blend, Burley, Virginia, one of my favorites. Obviously, I'm smoking in the kitchen again, so y'all know what that means. The wife's at work, so shh. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Got a good week planned ahead. Get this thing loaded up here. Excellent. Before anybody asks, no, I didn't just put on the overalls to make a video. I really dress this sexy most of the time. You know, you'd think when I smoke in the kitchen, I'd at least be smart enough to smoke something she may not complain about too much, assuming she smelled it. But it wouldn't be the Burley Piper if I wasn't smoking a Burley, and she does not like when I smoke Burleys. Am I the only one who has dogs that will literally sleep all morning until the second you decide to make a video, and that's when WrestleMania apparently starts? Oh, I'm sorry if you hear the dogs. Pipe is just a little Rossi Labatt billiard. Not at all a significant or impressive pipe, but oddly might be my most favorite pipe. That's another video I want to make too. Alrighty then. Well, we got coffee, we got a pipe. I guess we better bullshit about something, right? I have one of those brains that just never stops, ever. I'm still trying to figure out how to have one-sided conversations. Apparently it's easier, it looks easier than it actually is. Maybe that's the right way to say it, I don't know. Today, I just kind of want to talk about some of the things I love about pipes. Why I'm as fascinated as I am. Yeah, I don't know that I had anything in particular. This might just be a bit of a rambling video. But I had something happen this weekend. That's kind of what made me think about it. So, I'm not kidding you. I don't remember the last time that I overpacked a pipe. It's been years. And Sunday, I grabbed a straight Virginia that I haven't smoked for quite a while. I'll throw in a bowl of this. Got it loaded up, went out to the garage, instantly knew that I had overpacked it. Didn't have a good experience, ended up dumping it out about halfway through. Just kind of laughing at myself about that. And the wife had fallen asleep on the couch watching a movie. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just load up a Burley pipe and bang that out real quick. And I shit you not, brothers, overstuffed 2 pipes in a row. Got outside, got about 60 seconds into it, and knew that I had done it again. And I thought that was funny. I've been smoking pipes for more than 25 years at this point, I guess. Somewhere in that neighborhood. But to this day, I can still mess it up. And I think that's one of the things that I like about pipes, actually. It's one of my most favorite things about them. I don't know that you ever master it. I don't know that it's something that you ever get to the point where you're like, I'm perfect all the time. Every pipe I have is absolutely a perfect experience. And I think chasing that perfect experience is one of the things that I love about pipes the most. Because it doesn't really seem to matter how long you've been doing it, how long you've been smoking that exact pipe, that exact blend. Every bowl is a little bit different. And every so often, and I know this is going to resonate with some of you, but every so often you have just one of those perfect pipe bowls. The weather was right, you're in the right headspace, right pipe, right blend, whatever it is. You just have one of those perfect moments where you find yourself having been absolutely lost in the tobacco. And I think the fact that that doesn't happen every time, at least not for me, I mean, maybe it does for some of you all, but chasing that and never quite getting there, there's always something, man, the last 30 seconds of the bowl could have been better. I wish it had lighted better. Man, it was a little cold. Whatever it is, it seems like there's always something. And so the very peculiar art of pipe smoking seems to be one that you can just never really truly master. And if you're really lucky and you get good at it, every so often you'll have a perfect moment. But I genuinely believe that's one of the things that is most favorite to me about pipes. Let me relight here. Coffee and pipe, peanut butter and Joe. Just saying. Really, I don't have great airflow. The problem in trying to make pipe smoking videos is damn things go out. Alrighty then. Sorry for the radio silence. If you're too young to know what radio silence is, I'm sorry. Next thing that I really love about pipes, it's one of my most favorite things about it. The unbelievable number of options out there. What I mean by that is that there's thousands, tens of thousands of different tobaccos. There's at least 100 different shape of pipes. A dozen different materials you can whittle a pipe out of, and all of a sudden you end up with this unbelievable amount of options ahead of you. And it's interesting what made me think about that. I mean, it's something I think about kind of regularly, but oddly enough, being one of the true Burleyphiles, there's not a lot of us out there, which always surprises me. I mean, obviously, if there was more market demand, there would be more Burley tobaccos out there, but finding big, strong, rowdy, loud, robust Burleys, the Joe Krantz Browns, the Haunted Bookshops, it's hard to find. famously, there's a handful of guys out there. Matt just comes to mind. I watched him for years and years. I never met the man, but I think I would have enjoyed sitting down and having a pipe with him. But I apparently am one of the exceptions, not the rule. I really like the big, rough around the edges Burleys. I smoke pretty hot and fast. Basically, any pipe is somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes for me. I used to smoke a lot of pipes, maybe 10 a day, something like that. I don't smoke so many anymore, 3 or 4 usually now. But I like big, bold, rowdy Burleys. I like the stuff that most everyone else, apparently, from all the hours I've spent watching the YouTube pipe community, most of you, if you are Burley lovers, are much more the softer side of Burleys, the H.H. Burley Flake, Carter Halls of the world, things like that, which are good. I love those as well. But I'm definitely whenever I have, say, H.H. Burley Flake, my comment is, yeah, that's really good. I wish I could just turn the volume up on the Burley though. And I love Burley so much, I can't figure out why more people don't. It vexes me a little bit. But that's one of the great things about pipes and the pipe community is we all do this in such a different way, but we end up accomplishing the same goals. And it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat or black or white or you speak my language or your language. It doesn't matter. We could sit down at a table with a pipe and some tobacco and a lighter and hopefully a cup of coffee. And we wouldn't have to say a word, and we could have an entire conversation just watching. How do you fill your pipe? How do you light your pipe? What type of tobacco are you smoking? What shape of pipe are you using? What material is the pipe made out of? All these things says a lot about someone. And it's interesting to me how differently we all do this same thing. And it's one of the things I want to make videos about and kind of be a part of that conversation is what kind of lighter do you use? Why do you use that lighter? What kind of tamper? How do you stuff a pipe? Where did you learn to stuff a pipe? Do you even think about how you stuff a pipe anymore? It's interesting to me how everyone's setup is different. You can see part of mine behind me here. How you keep your tobacco, how you care for your pipes. I want to be a part of that conversation, and I'm hoping that y'all get on board and jump into the comment section. And it's interesting to me how we all manage to do it differently and yet accomplish the same goal. And that's one of my favorite things about pipes is they're really a universal language across time, across space, across the planet, for hundreds of years, thousands of years maybe. We all been sitting at a table with some tobacco and a pipe and some way to light it and hopefully a cup of coffee. So I guess with that I've rambled long enough, and I hope some of this does make any sense at all. Maybe it's just ramblings of a crazy person sitting in his kitchen smoking a pipe. Hopefully his wife doesn't catch him. But yeah, just some thoughts on a Monday morning, and I hope you all have a great week. So I think I'll probably go out to the garage and relight this, and hope you guys have a great week and happy piping.